Lights, camera, action. Welcome
to
the
John
Fi Burger. Welcome to the Genuinely Funny Podcast Late Night Edition.
Late night.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's currently storming outside. We're recording this on Tuesday night at 9:30, and it's going to be live hopefully at midnight tomorrow, which is tonight.
That's a lot. Like, it can be maybe Thursday.
I am a perfectionist, and it cannot.
But it's been an extraordinary
People will
week.
riot. What do you think the No Kings riots are all about? People are afraid that our podcast is not going to come out on Wednesday, and they held protests all weekend long. All weekend.
Yeah.
The protests work. There's no kings.
There's none.
So,
well,
I mean,
in England,
good job, I guess.
In Europe, there are still.
Did King Charles die? Is he King Charles now?
Yes, he's King Charles.
Okay. He's old. But he's sick. What were you going to say about mouth breathers? Before we started recording, you said you were going to say something about...
Because you clucked your tongue.
I clucked?
You clucked. So they say if you have... if you're a mouth breather and it means you have airway issues, like your airway's not fully opened.
Sure.
So they say doing stuff like that helps train your airway.
At
night you're not such a mouth breather
I wish at night you wouldn't be such a mouth breather.
You mouth tape.
That's why I
But you
mouth tape.
still find a way to snore even with the tape.
I have a tongue tie.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Do I?
I'm a marginalized community.
Do I?
This
What?
right here that you're looking at is a marginalized community.
I'm a margin.
A little bit. Mine's crazy.
Stick your tongue out.
This is okay. So I have a tongue
your
tie.
tongue
If
out.
you have a tongue tie, let me know.
You have the MTFR gene.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I have a tongue tie, and this is as far as I can stick my tongue out.
I can't do it much further. Can you? So you get like right here, right on your.
It hurts. There's a little thing on
Mine just goes a
my
little
tongue.
further.
Audio listeners are just like, he's gonna be hearing a bunch of mouth
That sounds
noises.
like lizard people.
Lizard people. So mouth. So that's what we were gonna say is mouth exercises to help you not be a mouth breather. It looks like you're switching around mouthwash. Mm-hmm. I do mouth tape, and it has helped a lot.
It has. I should do it.
I've been using smaller pieces of mouth tape. It's been more comfortable, and it doesn't pull all of my mustache and beard hairs out.
You don't have to use a big one.
No.
It's just enough to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
I should try it.
You should. It took me like 1 second. It took me like 2 minutes the first time I put it on to be like, can I breathe? Okay, I think I can breathe. Okay, yeah, I can breathe. And then it's like, all right, I'm just gonna try it out. I think one time I was sick and I woke up like pulling it off, but it helps me sleep better and it helps me not snore as much, which is good.
Yeah, it's good for you.
Okay.
I told our kids I was going to tape their mouth shut because.
That's for a different reason.
No, well, Dylan sleeps with his mouth open, and it also can it's like linked to like
it's
ADHD
not good for your teeth
and all that stuff. It's bad for your teeth, your airway, just poor health.
Your
in
mouth
general.
biome is all off if you sleep with your mouth open. Yeah. And that's what's causing, like, when you... I'm just going to confidently give you the information that I have as if it's fact, but I'll probably get something wrong. If you sleep with your mouth open, it's like when you sleep, your jaw relaxes, and then I have to close my eyes while I do this to really act it out. Then your like mouth like kind of relaxes, and that's what... And then like your tongue will go back in your throat, and that's what causes your snoring. So with mouth tape, not only does it keep your mouth closed so you're not breathing through your mouth, but it also keeps your jaw up to where it's
Supposed to be.
Yeah, and it's like I was just hearing something else. Like I saw a clip or something that mentioned breathing through your mouth versus breathing through your nose. You have like your nose hairs and everything filter out so much more than your mouth does.
Because you don't have mouth hair.
Big plus. Spiders won't crawl in your mouth.
I just thought that. I was
Did
literally
you?
going to say.
We're the same.
Your mouth is open. It's like
We're the
that's how you get
same
spiders
brains.
in there. What was it? The statistics they used to say is like you swallow like 5 spiders.
There's like 6 spiders a year. I do not believe those
I
statistics
denounce
because that's disgusting.
That is.
Okay, I have a great question for you. If you had to teach a college class with zero preparation. What's the weirdest topic that you could confidently fake your way through?
Oh man, so many.
I'm going to judge you on whether or not I think you actually
what
could.
Would you?
No, I asked you. You go first. It's got to be weirdest. It says
don't know.
weirdest.
Okay. Like just random knowledge.
You need to be. It's like something. What's a weird
Very
random
specific
thing?
niche of something that I know.
A random
little.
thing that you would be like, I could confidently talk about that for the length of a class.
I could tell you how to paint a house.
Okay. I agree. I believe that you could do that. It's not the weirdest thing.
No, the weirdest thing I would feel like I would try to.
You've been talking a lot about clover jam, like clover in your yard.
Yeah, I love clover jam.
Okay.
And I could teach you about clover and why it is great and a sign of good health. You need some clover jam.
So,
you need
that
clover's
clover's jamming my nostrils.
No, you need it. It'll help.
I will.
So I could talk about
You could probably
the
do conspiracy
benefits.
theories.
Yeah,
That'd be an incredibly dangerous class.
Yeah, I'd get canceled.
Canceled?
You need
Just go real racist with it.
No, let me finish. Talk about the benefits of clover.
Okay.
I would just talk about clover in general. Clover 101. And then
Clover
because
1.
that will Clover 1 will land it on Mars. It will lead to conspiracies because then you can weave them in and out of
So you're telling me
the food industry, the pharmacy industry, and the regenerative farming
RFK
industry.
Jr., JFK assassination,
Yeah,
Bobby FK.
all of it. You could do it. You could
I
weave
guess
it in
it's
and out.
RFK.
And it starts,
Senior.
with Clover 1.
Bobby FK.
That's what I would call
silly.
my class because eventually we would talk about space.
What would you call it?
You called it Clover 1 instead of
Clover
Rover
1.
1.
It was
what?
Rover.
You didn't know that when you made the joke?
No.
Oh, and we should do that thing. You should stick bobby pins on our arms. I told my friends about that at the pool today. And they're like, no way. And I was like, y'all need to go home and try it.
Why don't you go get a bobby pin?
Okay, that could for real get you like canceled though on
well then don't do it.
the things. I won't say what causes it. I'm
Hillary
just
Clinton's
going to
come bust down our door. Don't even say that. Okay, so if I had to teach a college class with zero preparation on a very weird topic, very weird on the weirdest topic, I think I could talk about like worship. I could talk about. I have a funny story. One time I had in college at North Greenville, I had to take an oral communication class. Did you have to take oral communication? Did you have to take oral comm?
well, it's called mass comm.
No, that's
No,
different.
that's different.
That was a major.
It was oral comm.
Oral communications.
Yeah, oral
is like
communications.
for public speaking to teach you how to
My
speak.
teacher kept telling us about how his mom marched in civil rights.
I don't think we had the same teacher,
Thanks.
but maybe. But so we had to teach. Okay, pause on that. Just.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Look
So
at that.
Kendall's convinced. So we are not.
You can't see
We're not
what
very.
shot it was.
We are not pro-vaccine, especially like new vaccines. But we did get one round of the COVID vaccine,
Yeah,
and we
that's
regret
not
it. But Kendall's convinced that she is now magnetic because she got. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Because we had the COVID vaccine.
Okay, there's
Here, you can
studies.
do me
Hold
too, I
on.
think,
So
right?
there's studies out now because people have been saying this for like several years that it's
Even before.
leaving. Obviously, they all of them are laced with heavy metals, but that one specifically
Laced is a little.
is leaving like magnetism in your freaking arm. I'm Magneto.
I'm Magneto.
I'm Magneto.
Well,
I wish.
you're magnetish, I
Look at
guess.
that.
It's crazy. You are pretty sunburned and like
But okay, look,
sweaty.
Do it. Put it somewhere else. You put it on my arm. Anywhere else. See?
All right, end of that thing.
No, I'm gonna do
I was
one
telling a
more.
story of what I could teach a class on oral communications. We had to bring in like an object and teach a class in 3 minutes how to do something. It could be anything. And we had to do that twice. The first time I brought in my guitar.
Where'd you get it at?
I don't know. I brought in my guitar, and I was going to teach everyone how to play I was going to teach everybody how to play a G chord. And so before it was my turn, another student got up with a guitar and taught everybody how to play a G chord. So last minute, I had to switch and then just spur of the moment teach everybody to play a D chord.
Yours jumps legit.
I am X-Men.
That's not okay. We really got to do some heavy metal detoxes. You guys should try that at home. If you've got any shots recently, see if your
Disrespect your surroundings.
See if your arms are magnetic where you got it at.
If you got all the boosters, you might have hit bobby pins on you just all over you are unaware of.
I should try to get my brother to do it.
Second story in oral comm. The next time I had to teach, same thing, but with like different thing that you're teaching. I brought my skateboard in, and I was gonna be like, I was gonna teach everybody this is how you ollie, and I was gonna teach them how to ollie. Someone else brought a skateboard in, went before me, and taught everybody how to ollie. So I was like, great, got to do it again. Spur of the moment, flip it all up, and I taught everybody how to heel flip.
Nice.
I did not heel flip in class, as cool as that would be. I grinded on every desk like Tony Hawk and Superman by Goldfinger started playing.
Nice.
So here I am, doing everything I can. All right.
So I also took oral communications, and I remember having to do a speech like that where you had to teach them how to do things.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what I taught them. But I do remember
You should have taught them how to remember.
Well, that's.
It's been a weird week. We tried to record this last night, and my camera was messing up. It's still messing up, but I've figured out a workaround. This is my
new party trick.
By camera, I mean my phone, my cell phone. We're still recording this with my cell phone, and there's a camera that I really want to buy. If anybody wants to gift us about $800, then I can buy the one that I want. All right, give me the bobby pin. You can have it back after class.
So, but you know why I'm sunburnt?
Because you're at the pool without sunscreen on.
No. Why am I more sunburned on this left side?
You're probably going to tell me some conspiracy theory.
No, it's because my car's been without air conditioning for 3 weeks, and we had to ride everywhere with the window down.
So, yes.
And I need Kendall, you to look up on YouTube how to fix it.
We have Dave Ramsey cars, is what I call them, which is cars that we own, that are paid off, that are cheap to insure, cheapish, and get us from place to place. Kendall's HVAC system on her...
My HVAC system? Is that what you call in a car?
I don't think so. I'm a realtor. Real estate? Her air conditioning in her car there's like a leak in the system somewhere. So I've got this stuff that's supposed to seal it, but I don't have the utensil, the tool to actually put the Freon in and stuff. My dad does, but he's also under the weather currently.
But you don't need him to get the utensil.
Yeah, I just need to go get it and figure it out.
Yeah. We're dying slowly in our car every day.
You are dramatic also.
No, me and the boys are having like heat strokes. I get it in the back.
Yeah, I feel bad about the boys in the back.
I'm taking your car.
That's fine. Over. Take my car.
It's mine now. It's my hat.
Everything here is yours. Let's not act like it's mine. Apart from like my guitars, it's all yours.
So I got really sunburnt on this arm and this thigh.
It happens. It does happen. It's Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, your dad.
I'm a dad.
Times 3.
And no more. We went on a really awesome hike. That was fun. Mm-hmm. We did one of my favorite things, which is to go get up to the mountains and jump in some ice cold mountain river. Water. I love it. If you've never gone to the mountains, you don't have to hike on a long hike. Our hike was pretty long, especially we had 7 kids.
Yeah.
But I mean, like
kids.
Our 3 boys, which Bear and Dylan did great. Shepard was like, will you carry me?
He did okay.
I probably carried him like 2 miles minimum, 2.5 miles.
I carried him some too.
Yeah. So, and it's just like, he's 4, he's the baby. He knows he gets his way. So he's like, carry me.
I think Luke carried him for a little bit too.
please carry me. We all carried a bunch of kids.
It's
we were
true.
we were just rotating kids around. But we went to Turtleback Falls and Rainbow Falls.
In Gorges National.
In Gorges National
State Park.
In Gorges National State Park. And that was really cool. I'd never been there, and I always wanted to go to Turtleback. It had been there was a lot of rain. There was a lot of water coming over the falls, so I didn't slide down Turtleback.
It did
Falls.
not rain while we were there, but there had been rain.
I want to tell another story, which was that was Sunday. We skipped church and did that. Went on a hike. It was
church
great.
in nature.
We did. We sure did. But that Saturday before, we were supposed to go tubing down a mountain river, and
I would
like
argue
this
the hike
time,
was better.
it was like Sunday was great. It was just as much fun, but much more labor intensive,
Sure.
which is I don't have a problem with. My legs are my calves are still sore. Because most of the time I had the backpack on and shepherd on my shoulders, which I was like, I can do this. And then I'd go up a hill and I'd be like, you gotta walk. You just gotta walk for a little bit. But we're supposed to go tubing. And I got so bummed, genuinely. I'm not even gonna act like I didn't, like genuinely bummed, because like around this time last week, you were like, it's supposed to rain.
Yeah.
So let's change up the plans completely. And I was like,
we have been watching the weather for a while.
And that's the end of that story. And I get it. And I was like, but why do we have to change the plan now? And then I was like, I know what's going to happen. It's not going to rain on Saturday.
Sure.
And it was beautiful on Saturday.
Here's the thing, is it rippled down because we were going to take the kids and we didn't want their first experience tubing to be tubing in a storm, because that's kind of crazy and intense.
Sounds pretty cool.
We've done it and it's
I have
intense.
a cool story.
Also, like, tubing just feels so tainted right now. It kind of makes me sad that we got to go to a new spot.
Yeah, we don't have to go there on the podcast.
It's sad.
Yeah. We always go tubing in Asheville, French Broad River, which is devastated during Hurricane Helene. So it does feel a little weird. One time when I was younger, I got shocked by lightning. You ever played Two Truths and a Lie?
Yeah.
I don't know why this is a core memory in my mind. In 6th grade in my science class.
Did you really? I didn't know this.
You didn't know the story? We played Two Truths and a Lie, and I used this as as one of them. I said, like, I've been bungee jumping, I've been shocked by lightning, and my middle name is Karen or something like that.
Mavis.
It's Mavis. Kendall thought my middle name was Mavis when we first started dating. She like called me and said, "Is your middle name Mavis?"
I was like, my friend asked me about it.
And you're like, "I think it's Mavis." Anyways, we were on Lake Jocassee, and a storm came over. Like, there's only one.
Oh, you were in the boat. You didn't get.
Let me.
Okay, I know the story.
I was a little kid. You were talking about like we didn't want to traumatize the kids, and I was a little kid, and this wasn't like traumatizing, but it was pretty intense. And a storm came over the landing, which on Lake Jocassee, there's like one landing where you can get in and out. So we couldn't get back to the parking lot. So we pulled over on this beach, and it was like we had 2 families with us in boats.
Was this the hot dog beach? Where we always,
one of the hot dogs.
Where we always made hot dogs?
We just always find a beach to make hot dogs. The hot dog beach.
No, but for a while there's one
I wish we had kept that a little more elusive, where it's like, what? I need to know about the hot dog
at
beach.
Jocassee for years there was one very specific beach we'd always go cook hot dogs.
And it's the best beach. It just gets
not
taken.
the one that we baptized Dylan at. It was a different one.
All these people moved to our area, and now you can barely get on Lake Jocassee because of the parking lot.
You gotta make a freaking reservation.
Yeah, because of the parking lot. The lake's plenty big, but and anyway, we're up under, like, there's like this steep overhang, like of it looks like California coast almost, where it's just like mountains and then just cliff down to sandy beach. And we were on the beach, kind of huddled under a cliff, and we're looking out the water, and lightning is just striking all over the body of water that we are at, and it hits, and then we feel it like it felt like kind of like our electric fence. So it like didn't hurt, but we were just like, and then we were all like, "Did you feel that?" And it's like, boom, and we're like, so I always said I've been struck by lightning, but shocked is maybe.
Yeah, that's a little. I feel like a direct strike is different than a grounded shock.
It makes me think of Great Outdoors. with John Candy, and there's the skunk hair guy that's been shot or struck by lightning. And he's like, how many times have you been struck by lightning? And he's like, because he's been struck by lightning, he stutters. And he's like, six. And he's like, 6 times? He's like, 66 times. And he's like, 66. And he's like, and he gets all excited. And he's like yelling, in the head, like that. It's funny.
I love that for you.
My dad and I love that movie.
You do.
Big Bear Chase Me. If you haven't watched Great Outdoors with John Candy, R.I.P., you should, because that's a great
Let's play
movie.
Two Truths and a Lie. Go.
We know each other.
Nah, I gotta go ahead.
Okay.
Just to see. It's a good test.
God, that's hard because we've been married for so long. We are one in the Lord. 2 truths
In the biblical
and a lie.
sense.
I've never stolen anything in my life. I have.
Wait, like from a store or from like your sister?
Okay,
From
I take
friends.
that one back.
Okay, yeah.
I have.
From me.
Why are you ratting me out? Narc. I have. This is hard because you know everything about me.
I know. Do it.
I have. My name was almost going to be Bo instead
True.
of Ben.
That's true.
My middle name was almost going to be Hearn, and then my earliest memory is seeing my cousin pee in a nurse's face after he had been born in the hospital. Oh, it wasn't hit my cousin. It was another baby. Like, my dad took me to the nursery to look at him. And
Which cousin?
And we looked up, and there was a baby. Like, you know how they have those little things? It was Mick. You know how they have those little see-through things? And this nurse is like over this baby, and you just see a string of
Okay,
pee.
I know that your parents almost named you Bo.
Yes.
That's true.
Yep.
Your middle name being your dad's.
His middle name.
Yeah, I don't think so because I think they were always set on your mom's brother's.
So
name.
you think that I saw my earliest memory is of a...
No.
You don't think that?
I don't know. That one's tricky because it's like you do have a weird memory.
I do. I think I remember weird things.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they were.
fooled you.
I don't think they were gonna name you your middle name Hearn though.
Is that what you think?
Yeah,
You calling it?
I'm calling it.
You got it.
I thought so.
Yeah, and when Mick was being born, I was bored in the hospital. We were waiting, and my dad let's go walk around. And we went to the nursery where you can see the window of all the babies. And we looked, and there's a nurse changing a baby, and opened the diaper, or we just see the nurse, and they know there's a baby laying there, and there's just a stream of water coming up into her face, and she was like,
no.
and we died laughing.
It's like the most movie moment.
It was.
Oh.
Okay, your turn. True tropes and a cry.
I cry.
Trick shots and a dive.
I cry. I cry.
I was almost gonna be
cry.
Carl Hearn Patat the
third.
third, and then they were gonna call me. They thought about Trey, which my best friend's Trey, and he's a third.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal: is everyone in your family goes by a nickname or
Yeah.
a middle name? No
Well,
one.
not everybody, just my dad.
Your mom doesn't go by her first name.
Oh, it's her middle name.
I know. I'm saying a nickname or a middle name. But,
Carla Jane Patat, she's first.
but
Emily
I'm saying
Jane Patat.
on your
My dad's Chip.
dad's side.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
many cousins
Yeah.
go
Butch.
by.
Butch is also a Carl.
Yeah. Everyone goes by a nickname.
Yeah. You don't have nicknames? Your uncle's name is Sticks.
Yeah, that's true. But he's
We call him Sticks.
But he's the only one.
Okay. Well.
Literally just
All
a
right,
one.
2 truths and a lie. You said you got good ones, so
I
I'm
don't know
very
if I
much
do.
prepared.
I set it up. Okay. Oh, the hard part is thinking about a lie and it not being obvious
You
that
are-
I'm thinking about
You're
it.
very bad at lying.
Yeah, I'm so
especially to
bad
me
at it.
because I can just ask you to repeat it, and you can't not smile if it's a lie. And
Okay.
Bear's the same way, and he knows it.
Okay.
He goes, I can't help it. I'm not lying. And he's like, I'm not lying.
Okay. I got to think about it for a minute. Hold on. All right. Sing a song while we wait.
Sing a song?
Sing me a song, piano
Well,
man.
are you going to let me sing?
No. Yes, carry on.
Tremble upon the leaves. The leaves of grandeur. The tiny plains of Saul or Grob. Joseph R. Tolkien.
Okay.
The tale's the tale of Sweeney Todd.
No, don't even get in my face. I'm going to throat punch you so hard.
The tale
No,
of Sweeney.
thank you. Oh.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right. I'm
ready.
ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. So, okay. So
okay.
one time,
Okay.
I told I was sleep dreaming and I was talking.
Not daydreaming. Let's make that clear. Sleep dreaming, not daydreaming.
I was talking in my sleep and my brother was messing with me and I told him to shut up because I was paying the respects to the dead people.
Okay. Creepy.
Another time I was at a ballpark and a kid slapped my butt and I swung a baseball bat at his head.
I know that's true.
And then another time
Tried to murder. Premeditated. Okay, go ahead.
And then this
just a juvenile count of manslaughter. Go ahead.
That was that's reaction. You gonna touch me inappropriate, I'm gonna touch you inappropriate with a bat. Like, wait, that's all right. I mean, like,
Ooh, what a clip.
what a clip.
What a clip that's gonna be. I'm gonna touch you inappropriately with a bat. Oh my gosh. So that's true.
Like,
What's the
I'm
third
gonna
thing?
swing it. And another time
yeah,
I
you
saw
can't go back for that. Don't
another
even try.
time I saw a dog eat part of my friend's.
That's true. I know that story. Foot.
I just told you 3 truths. I was trying to make it not be her foot tendons. I was trying to make it be like.
I'm gonna throw it. Kindles.
Trying to make it be not foot tendons.
Stop saying foot tendons. God. I'm thinking about chicken tenders.
Why are you thinking about chicken tenders?
Stop. Because tins. I'm thinking about the tins.
I carry it to the 10th power. Okay, well, I ruined that game.
Yep. That was great. I just said 3 truths.
I just said it. I won.
You were playing 2 truths and a lie. I was playing a different game called 3 truths. All right. What is something that you pretend? I don't know that there's going to be an answer for this, but maybe.
Chicken tenders.
What is something that you pretenders to like because everybody else does, but deep you pretend to like it because everybody else does, but deep down, it's not. It's a no for you.
I don't like it when you go to like women's groups and stuff, and they're all
Juicy
like,
gossip.
or
Name
just,
names.
like women's conferences.
Okay.
And they're all just like, it's just a weird thing. I don't like it. No, not in general, because I like socializing with
I was
people
waiting
that-
for you to say something specific, and what you said was, I don't like going to women's conferences. That's all you said. I don't like to go to women's conferences. That's what you said, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but I mean, like when you go in and there, everyone's like, "Hey, girl." I don't like the. You
Like
know what
girl
it
power?
is? No, it's not. I
Like
love
Spice
girl power. I
Girls?
love Spice Girls. I'd be so amped if I walked in the
I
room
love
with Spice Girls.
too. Baby,
And-
Baby Spice, call me.
No, I'm saying like the whole, it comes off just so fake when everyone's like in that room and you're like getting to know people and everyone's like, hey, how are you? And then they're also like, tell me.
Do they do this?
Stop. And they tell you, they're like just instantly like,
What's your
they
word
don't
for the
want to
year?
be your, they like don't want to be your friend, but then they don't, but then they want you to spill all your beans.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I'm not down with that. I'm just like, it's not.
Honey, show me your beans.
No, it's
That's
not.
bad.
Stop saying bad things
You
on
said
here.
you were the one.
I said that is self-defense.
Mm-hmm.
I said that kid came at me first, and he's lucky he was quick and ducked because I was this close to hitting him. Anyways, that's that thing. People are like, I love those spaces, and like, oh, we just feel so like connected
Empowering women.
and empowered, and like, I just feel like they're always so fake. A lot of the times.
Might be a little bit of hurt for healing.
Sure. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff in there, but I also, it's like you can just feel it. You can feel the atmosphere when you go into those.
I will say I can feel when an atmosphere is fake like that.
Yeah.
I don't know that necessarily like.
They're not always that way, but also what drives me nuts is when you go to things like that or just in general. Okay, let's like we talked about the other week, like with the church hurt stuff. I think so with my.
It's okay. Just
no,
take a
when
moment.
you go down a hallway and you see someone, and again, maybe this is just the Southern lady in me, but when you see somebody, like, it's like the 5, 10, 20 rule. If you're like 20 feet away from someone, you notice they're there. When they're 10 feet, you start being like, am I going to acknowledge this person? When they're 5 feet away, it's like you nod and smile or how you doing? Acknowledging that someone is like around you.
Okay.
Right? And so a lot of times I feel like when you go in those spaces, like especially people just don't acknowledge you. They do in those like very specific like conferences and stuff. And then you go back to like normal church or the normal world, and then they just ignore the crap out of you. And it's just like, what is that? They walk right by you down the hallway. I hate that. Oh, I hate that when you walk down a hallway you
hate it like if there's I'm more of the extrovert in our relationship, and so there's people that we've met before and that I'll like remember them and be like, hey, what's up? Hey, how's it going? And then they'll be like, oh, hi, I haven't met you yet. And you're like, we'll walk away and you'll be like, I freaking met that person.
Oh, yeah. I met that person so many times.
Yes.
But
that's what you say every time. You met them once. Be like, I've met them 100 times.
No, I'm saying just like when you're just walking down a hall this way or that way and you just don't acknowledge a person. Mm-hmm. I hate that.
Okay.
But I think that's so rude. But I also understand that
agree.
that's a very Southern thing because I've been to other places and they just don't do that.
But also, like, the
weird.
surface level stuff is also a Southern thing.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I just don't like shallow. We've talked about it. I don't like shallow convert. I mean, I don't hate them, but it's like I'd much rather have the question, let's go back to that, was what is something you pretend to like?
Yeah.
You do not pretend to like that. You're very outspoken against it. Something you pretend to like that others do. But for you, in reality, you don't like it.
I don't like
An example is Taylor Swift.
Oh, I don't like her. She's
a
witch.
Let's enunciate so that we know what you're saying. She is a witch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which witch? A sandwich? She's a sandwich.
But you'd have to be like pretending to like her.
Okay,
it's something that you've been like, oh yeah, but then really, it doesn't have to be a big thing. It can just be like,
I don't like being gluten free.
I don't think anybody likes being
that's sad.
I think everybody that's gluten free. I mean, maybe some people love it. I don't like.
I feel like if you love,
I don't like people who are.
I feel like you love how you feel because your body feels better, but I don't think anyone loves.
You know what they
if
say?
You say like I love.
You know what the motto of gluten free is?
Sad.
Gluten free, Putin free, because you don't eat things that make you poot.
You just eat more meat.
You
just don't eat like.
You eat more meat, and then it makes you get the runs.
That was you. That wasn't me. Tell that story.
No.
Teachers don't lie.
Something that.
What's yours?
Something that I pretend to like. Cigars.
Yeah.
I don't pretend to like it, but it's like if you'll
try to participate.
So there's things that like men are like, oh, I'm a man. Home Improvement, Tim Allen. You know, and it's like, let's talk about whiskey and how, is that the Macklemore 42 or is that and like we drink whiskey straight. We smoke cigars, and I'm like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Cigars are something that's like if we're at a party or there's a group of people around, like I've smoked cigars, but man, they're disgusting.
Yeah.
There's not a thing about it that's like,
I don't know, man. Them Swisher Sweets back in the day were pretty good.
The backwoods.
Yeah, that was at the
smoking a pipe,
backwoods.
that's a different story. I like smoking a pipe, but yeah, scotch, whiskey, liquor of any kind. Really, I'm just like, or like IPA beer. That's just garbage, and I truly don't believe anybody actually likes it. I think they just want to act
Nate
like
likes
it's cool.
it.
Yes, he says that. I don't believe him. Nate, if you're listening, I don't believe you. Here's a really good one.
My neck's cramping.
And we'll end on this one because we're gonna keep it short and just lighthearted. Have fun. You wake up tomorrow.
I don't pretend to like things that I don't like. I'm not good
I know
at
that's
it.
what I was gonna say. That's why I said I don't know that you'll have an answer.
Sometimes I pretend to like people's songs when they show them to me and I don't like them.
Oh, you do. You if someone else shows you a song, you act like you like it. But if I show you a song, you just are like, I don't like it.
Well, because it's you.
I'll show if I write, especially if I write like a more like a worship song, like a corporate worship song, and I'm like, check out the song I wrote. She'll just be like, like that, like that, and I'm like, God, like that hurts my feelings.
I'm sorry.
And
I don't do it.
I don't even want to share it with you, but I want to share it with you, so I will.
No,
but you'll hurt me every time.
But you know why?
It's because you say it doesn't sound like a fully me song.
Yeah.
Do you like that Be Still song I just posted?
I enjoy it. It's not my favorite one you've done, but I liked it.
Between that one and Lay It Down, what's you
Lay
like?
It Down.
Okay. Hurt me. She hurts me.
I don't hurt you. It's because I like your originality. And
That's a pretty original song.
I liked it. I'm saying you said specifically when you do come in with these like worship songs, like more CCM style
So
things.
the problem is not with me, it's with the Lord.
No, I love the Lord. But he gave you a specific sound.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, why don't you do that? And
I'm not doing that.
I know. You just ask and I just give you my opinion.
I've explained to Kendall that's like,
I think that's fine. There's a space for all of it.
Correct.
I'm just saying
it's a different song for a different space.
Yeah,
it's not one that I'm gonna play acoustic, just me, at like a coffee shop or something, or at a concert. It's one that in a room filled with believers we can sing together.
Sure, but you can also sing together those other songs. Like look at John Mark McMillan. People be singing his songs together all the time.
Yeah, but not all of them.
Not all of them. But my point being, personally, it's just personal preference. I don't like. I think there's a space for that, and I love it.
It's a personnel preference.
Yeah, but I also just I love songs with more depth. I like when you write like a songwriter and not like a standard CCM lyricist of like there's 50 other songs that have those same words and everything in them.
That's a good, yeah.
I like
that. That's a good point. That's
saying.
A good point.
Yeah.
Saying something in a different way.
Yeah.
I like that. It's both right and wrong, but I do get it. I hear you. I hear you.
I love you. And
I don't respect it, but I do
love you.
understand it.
I think you're beautiful. And you have a beautiful voice.
I really don't, but it's unique. Okay, last question.
Okay.
You wake up tomorrow and you're famous for something, for a very dumb reason. What is the reason?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
It's a good one.
What would yours be? Have you thought about
No,
it
you
yet?
can't do that. I'm asking the question.
I'm asking the
questions. Hey, I'm walking
Famous
here.
for
I'm
something
questioning
dumb. I don't know. It'd probably be something I said. Inappropriate.
You. Yeah,
I say things inappropriately at inappropriate times.
very much. Yes.
But you do too.
But I
You
laugh.
literally
You
say things like daddy bones.
or deacon daddies.
Yeah. And daddy bones.
Yeah. Yes.
I just sometimes don't have a filter, so things just fall out of my mouth.
I just pictured you like talking in conversation, and then
You
you're just
like drop like a mouse out of your mouth or something.
a mouse,
like a slug.
just like like Ron Weasley, like
Yeah.
dude, eat slugs. Yeah, that's what I pictured immediately. Is you're just talking, you're like, oh, and like a bird flies out.
It'd be like Radagast.
That'd be crazy.
It would be nuts.
Okay, I have a better question. Okay, I think mine would be like if I like did something. Like
Yeah.
I thought about Benjamin Takes a Tumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an AFB situation.
Some
Situation.
Okay. Now, here's how we're gonna end.
That's funny. You should tell that story real quick though.
We'll tell. Okay. No, it's kind of a long story.
You can look it up on YouTube.
You can look up.
Benjamin
you can find
Takes a
on
Tumble.
YouTube. Maybe I can put a link to it.
Yeah, you should link it. We'll link it in the show notes.
Yeah, in the show notes.
Your podcast.
Like and subscribe. Hit that. Smash that like button.
Smash it.
But for real though, do like it.
And do subscribe
and do subscribe and send it to somebody that you think would like this because we want to reach more people. And
We both got the wiggles right now.
we do because we're keeping ourselves awake. It's 10 o'clock at night.
I'm already in bed.
What?
Can you tell?
This was the Lilies and Sparrows, a band I was in. It's like an indie rock band. Our CD release show, this is in Columbia. We had a bunch of friends in Columbia, so we did a CD release show in Greenville and one in Columbia. And it's the night after we got engaged
yeah.
at our CD release show.
We got engaged.
Why
Daddy, I'm getting married.
We got engaged. And it was the last song of the night, and we were playing on this tiny stage. Like
It was literally like the depth of our
like,
table.
and I was
not
standing in
long.
front of the drummer, our drummer Brett, and I had like 2 feet of space on the stage to stand, and I was jamming out and rocking out, and I lost my balance, fell into his drum set, sat down on top of his snare drum, and it collapsed, and I just fell, and my feet were sticking up in the air.
You kept playing.
And I kept playing, and we ended the set.
You were committed to your craft.
It was great. Benjamin Takes a Tumble. Look it up. It's been put on. We got paid like $50 to put it on a Fail Army video one time.
Gosh,
Someone
Fail
found it
Army.
randomly. Yeah. Shout out to Tim Sarrazin as well
Yeah.
again because he's the one that put it on YouTube. That was like when YouTube was not a place that we
just
were
starting.
And here we are, full circle.
That's so cool.
Here's how we end. Okay. Okay, so think about we are like in X-Men world, like mutants, like special abilities.
I already am,
signets.
obviously.
Okay. But you are going to curse me with a
Where's
terrible.
my bobby pin?
It's probably on your
You
arms.
took it. Can I have it back? I don't want. That's my only one.
It just went down in the crack.
Are you serious? Get it out.
It just fell down. We'll get it. It's not important
Give
for the
me my
YouTube people.
Bobby's pin.
You get to curse me with a terrible mutant ability.
Oh.
What would it be? Like, I think making random animals fly out of your mouth would be really fun.
Because, like, how would you just living your life and just
If you're talking
constantly...
in an elephant trunk, like,
That'd be miserable. Like, are you choking the whole time things are coming out?
nope, they just come out.
They
It's
just-
like,
oh, okay.
it's like Doctor Who. It's bigger on the inside, and it just. Well,
Like the TARDIS, but your mouth is
we
the
can't
TARDIS.
say that. We don't say that word anymore.
That's what it's called, though, isn't it?
We don't say that. TARDIS. You're TARDIS.
It's called.
It is the TARDIS.
Okay, thank you.
I'm just taking the opportunity.
Oh yeah.
It's called yes anding. Only us improv people understand.
Onomatopoeia. What is it? That's the thing. In
You're
law,
cursing me with a mutant gift.
in law, but in law your speech. What's that thing?
I'm not gonna help you.
You know
I just
what I'm talking
I just want to
about.
see where this goes. Go ahead.
You know what I know?
I don't
Because
at
you know
all.
exactly what I'm talking about. It's
Quid
like
pro quo.
no, squid pro crawl. It's
You said crow.
no bird law.
Bird law.
It's no, it's that. It's like a
Objection.
no. It's something in law speech.
Your sister-in-law is a lawyer, and she is gonna be so disappointed.
She knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's a weird thing that you talked about before. You're like, oh, it's this thing.
Give me information.
don't know.
You're just saying it. You're saying it's a word. That's all you're ultimately saying.
Give me
What
some
does it
law
mean?
words. I don't know.
Why are you trying to think of law words? You're supposed to be cursing me with a mutant gift
This is your mutant gift.
that I can't think of any word.
You can't think
that
of
would be
any
terrible.
word ever.
That's almost truth now, where it's like I want to use some good word,
And
and,
then it
it's just
drives you nuts because you can never think of the word.
that. Have you
in
done
the
this
moment.
to me? Have you actually done this to me? Because that's how I live. Oh
don't
gosh,
know.
I thought of something else that would have been fun that I wanted
It's not
to
a
say.
hanging chad. It's a.
Nope, that's voting. That's elections.
Well, that counts as in because it's in the law. What is it?
I love your brain.
I'm gonna think of it later. One time I forgot to spell how to spell cake. And I had to like text my roommate because I was making you a card. I was making you a card for your birthday.
And you said, this is not a cake. But you couldn't spell cake?
I couldn't. I spelled it CAKE, but I was like, that's not right.
Oh, I've done that.
And my brain was 100% convinced that like that was wrong.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
And
I did that with Already the other day.
And this was before we had access to spell check all the time. Like we still had T9 texting, and
on your phone.
And so, because sometimes now, like you just open it up and like type out the word, like you're typing in text, and it'll just fix it for you. We didn't have that, and I was like, could not spell cake, and I was like, this is incorrect. And then I texted my roommate who was like downstairs, and I was like, how do you spell cake?
Did you spell? Right. Here's my question: did you spell it right in the text?
Yeah.
How do you spell cake? You spelled it correctly in the text to her.
I just needed her to confirm it was right.
Is this how you spell cake? How do you spell cake?
¿Cómo se dice cake en español?
That's saying.
I know.
Okay. How do we wrap this up? This fun, lighthearted.
Put a bow on it with your cake.
Put a bow on it. Pickle brine.
What's a word you forgot how to spell?
Already, yesterday, I was making a short and I was putting captions or something on it, and I was editing around it. I was like, that doesn't look right. Yeah. If you stare at it too long, like the words don't look right. That used to happen a lot when we were at Freedom and I was doing graphic stuff all the time. I would be staring at words and fonts, and I'd be like, that's not how you spell that, because you can look at it enough to where a regular word is like wrong,
like cake. So, anyways, enjoy your cake. Have a good night.
And eat it too.
And eat it too.
That's going to sound horrible. Disrespect your surroundings. Secret Asian man. Secret Asian man. It's spooky. Genuinely spooky.
I need to thaw out one of those chickens.
They don't like raspberry. The chickens don't? I just seen it. It's moody. Yeah. It's like a clicky thing from the Hollywood movie stars.
Oh. Baby, you're a star, you're a star, you're a star. Everyone said they saw you come from afar. Oh.
1, 2. Who was it? Was it you saying the other day that doesn't? Someone said he. Yeah.
That was me. I said he counts.
He says the number of whatever the number he's counting to.
2
So today we're going to count to 9.
It's not right.